So as you see, there are lots of different chapters in creating a concept album like Elinoire is. So as you learned, it started with the songwriting process, then gets over to the arranging process. So you have to arrange the music, all the different ideas, you have to put them together, you have to see what does the guitar do, what's been able to add some keyboards, or the rhythm, double time, half time on the drums, and so on. Then the vocals come, so writing lyrics, writing melodies, thinking about it, how does it fit all together, and in the end, one of the most exciting chapters for me is the mixing process. So you have to put all those different signals, all those tracks you've recorded together. You have to decide which tracks you will delete. You have to decide which guitar line is good, or you could add some keyboards, some additional vocals to make it even bigger or to make it sound better. And so that's all a decision into the mixing process. So you have to look what's with the drums, do they need more power, or should the guitars be a little louder, the vocals a little drier, or some reverb on it, some delay, reverb, and chorus. Here you can see the song A Place to Revive Your Soul. That's my recording system. It's Steinberg Cubase 5. You can see all the different tracks in this song. So I think it's a worst case project. I think this here has more than 267 tracks. They are not all running together, but the song's rather long. It's about 13.5 minutes, and it's a 5-part song, so you need a lot of tracks to get it in a perfect mix, to use the right plugins for all these different tracks. So let's start with the drums. You can see these are my drum tracks, not really nice colored. So I record the bass drum. So I have several tracks, so I have a several track for the second part in the song, for the Broken Man part, and then later I mix 2 bass drum signals together. It's the original signal, and it's a sample file. So this is the original bass drum. Do not hear anything, don't know why. I think, no, it's coming. Then together with the sample, there's a little more kick inside. I think it sounds a little better. So you can see the snare drum, the top microphone, the bottom microphone, and also a sample file to get the snare a little tighter. The rhythm guitars, you can see different lead guitars, melodies. You can see clean guitars I played, acoustic guitars, lots of guitars inside, I think. The bass guitars, also real DI signal and a distorted signal I recorded to make the bass guitar even heavier. So this is a bass track, the original file from the DI box. Together with the distorted file. So you see it's a little heavier sound. I think it sounds really great. Then the keyboard tracks Marek recorded. A lot of keyboards in this song again. So you also can see for each keyboard sound I use this separate track, because it make the mixing thing easier for me. Some cello sounds, string arrangements, horn sounds. Really nice. This is the first part in a place to revive your soul, like the keyboard arrangements. Really simple, but it works. Piano sounds, and so on and so on. So now we come to the vocals. Again, each singer gets his several tracks. The lead vocal tracks, doubling tracks. Oh, why here? I did a group of the ah part from Billy Sherwood, you can hear. My own backing vocals here, let's see what it is. Okay. Sounds funny. Without the rest. Also some Curie parts, and you see nearly each singer of the whole project is inside this song. And Michaela Auer. Yeah. Further backing vocals from Gary and Brandt again. Lots of backing vocals of both. So it's not always easy to have the perfect mix. Sometimes you think you did the best mix in the world of the song, and 1 or 2 days later you listen to it and no, it does not feel right. The vocals are not loud enough. There's not enough magic inside the song. And so the whole mixing process took over many months, I think. So I started mixing directly after recording the guitars, I think. So I put guitars and drums and bass in a good relation, and after the keyboards came in addition, I did a remix of it all. So everything sounds different again, so I have to remix everything. So the drums sound different after the keyboards are recorded, and some frequencies of the kick drum, the snare drum's not tight enough, and you have to remix it. And again, you do remixes after you recorded the vocals. So everything is different after the vocals are there. And so it's very hard to find the best mix, but it just works if you do it part after part. If you do remixes, remixes and remixes. You cannot record hundreds of tracks in one song, in one project, and then you have to mix it all, so you will never get to an end. So after everything was recorded, I made a little rough mix of all the songs, and I burned them on a CD and took the CD into my car radio, and I listened to all the tracks very carefully. So also at my job I listened to the songs, and in my free time, and I made notices. So I wrote down what to make louder, or which instrument in which song has to sound more powerful, or which levels of which instruments I have to reduce. And after that I did the final mix, and I mixed 1 or 2 tracks at a day. So the final mix took over 3 weeks, I think. And after this final mix I did another final mix of all the little mistakes I've heard, and I sent the songs to the other guys, to Kiri, to Niklas and Marek, to say their opinion to the mix, and then I redid it again. And then I did not listen to the whole album for about 2 weeks, and then I re-listened to the whole album, and then I thought, yes, the mix is cool. And finally it was prepared for the end master.
So finally, I have to say, the whole project, the whole Flaming Row thing would not be possible without all these great musicians helping Kiri and myself to create such a great project. All those different singers, all those great players. This wouldn't be possible without you. Many thanks.
Music for all. And we
Snottereef, mokortereef, mobultereef,
Snot.
Snottereef,
de krusje.
Giet een bedrijf, Shetara Kriachka.
Gaat een is niet erbij. Uit Tula.
Zit de Kriachka?
Geen Tula.
Schmert de Tula?
Kratsch.
Schret.
Krut Tula. Knusnede.
Schret.
Snit erbij.
Mokortereef,
Ich habe genau einen Versuch. Jawohl. Scheiße.
Zet er in een funke, zet er in een